one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a boom.
Harley Edwards, fighting out of the United Kingdom, the WBC Flyweight World Champion. Let's see what he's got for us in this one. He's the Jackal.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from London, England, a flyweight world champion, Charlie Edwards. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Belfast, Northern Ireland, introducing a super bantamweight and featherweight champion of the world, the Jackal, Carl Frampton.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Can you imagine walking into this tug, walking into an arena with such many people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Threw the uppercut, but did not score.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
It's all offense all the time. Incredible work rate. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Ooh, and Carl Frampton just got rocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter focuses on these long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
If you're in a corner, an outside fire, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill.
Frampton, down goes Frampton. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out. Let's talk about Frampton in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Suck it up, leave. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think, right, concentrate.
That must have a score. A very competitive round here so far. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight.
Perfectly matched.
Oh boy, Carl Frampton now in some serious trouble. Looks like they're out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Swing and a miss with that hook. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Insane action. Hand shoot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Miss with that jab. Looking to land the hook. A lot of effort being exerted here. Holding nothing back, despite what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up and hold him. Lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Stamina is off the charts. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Misses with the straight left. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Don't let him get... Mate, he's shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. Whacking him to the body. Keep taking away that air and every...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. You can fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Can't find a home for that jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone else.
Edwards might go down here. Couldn't take anymore, and Charlie Edwards goes to the canvas. He made his liver quiver. Look at this again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Pretty good start the first half of this round. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to par you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and push him down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round. Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up.
Uh-oh, Edwards now in some big trouble. Charlie Edwards is down. And you can see here his face melts into his glove, and down he goes.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. We're at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's showtime. Sonny Edwards. He's 5'2" tall with a 64.6-inch reach. And he'll be facing Jorge Linares, who's not only a great fighter, but he's brilliant. He speaks Spanish because he's from Venezuela, Japanese because he lives in Japan, and English just because. Only weighing in at 118 pounds, 5'8" tall, with a reach of about 70 inches.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
It's showtime. Sonny Edwards. This flyweight fighting out of London, England, has already covered head to toe in gold. One of the best in the world today. El Nino de Oro, Jorge Linares, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan. He won his first world title back in 2007 and hasn't looked back since.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from London, England, here is a flyweight champion of the world, Showtime, Sonny Edwards. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, Jorge Linares.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Thank you, Todd. You know what? Outside, it's hot. Inside, it's roasted.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. And there's the bell to start the round. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Missing with the hook. Big shot, and down goes El Nino de Oro. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
I'm Todd Grisham, and every fighter wants to say at least once they fought at Brooklyn Hall. And here we are. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you?
And here is Showtime, Sonny Edwards. And this guy has already taken the boxing world by storm in the flyweight division. El Nino de Oro, one of the greatest fighters in the history of Venezuela, who won his first world title back in 2007.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, here is a flyweight champion of the world, Showtime, Sonny Edwards. Fighting out of the blue corner from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, El Nino de Oro, Jorge Linares.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Did you feel that energy? Did you hear that beat in the music? If anything's going to get you ready for a fight, it's that.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. They ring the bell, and here we go. Beautiful counter shot. They got out of the way of that right hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This is such an amazing theater. So many great concerts have been performed here, but nothing quite like what we're going to see here.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym. Because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that hook won't score. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We can take... Oh, Linares goes to the canvas. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
I've got to see that again. me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
You're so close.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'm very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to bluff them.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
They exchange punches. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. No rest for the weary.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Hardy, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That jab won't score. That counter-punch caught him clean. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Don't be trying to bomb this kid out. You're tired. But you're not tired. You've done so...
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
His stamina is off the charts. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed.
Ooh, that really hurt Sonny Edwards. It appears he's out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you, one clean punch, the Venezuelan is rocked. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it. Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Just missed with that hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Go now, jump all over him. He's ready to go.
You got no gas in the tank no more. You're so close, kid. Come on.
They ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fight.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Sonny Edwards took that really bad. Sonny Edwards goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Good shot, and down goes El Nino de Oro. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.